What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of 4 AM Gaming. I am, of course, your host and player to be, Justin McGill. Happy Halloween. Thank you for staying up or waking up with me this morning, or if you're going to catch me on YouTube, thank you for watching. Let's just get right into it. Hope everybody's going to have a spooky and great Halloween. I had plans on dressing up, but procrastination kicked in, and just didn't happen. But my wife's gonna dress up, my daughter's gonna dress up, so I feel like I can live vicariously through them. So I'm okay with that. As you can probably see if you watched me from the last episode, I have had a little bit of time to play on the on the side, and I've actually ranked up, and surprisingly enough, I found that when I'm more alert, I don't do as well as if I'm like really tired, because one of the nights I was waiting to feed my daughter and my wife was asleep and my daughter was taking a nap, and I actually was super tired and I was like killing it. So I was just like, wow, so I need to start playing when I'm like super tired. I was getting headshot and here and there, and I was like pissing people off, and that made me feel so good. So hopefully this morning I can recreate some of that magic for you if I don't start running into like random walls. But we've got some good news to go over this morning. Some that I'm kind of like, well, dang, that sucks. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I can go to the door. Oh, I don't think I ever saw this room. Let's see. Aye. Not a good way to start the morning. Already. Not a good way to start the morning, guys. Well, and on that, way to start the morning, let's talk about our first topic this morning. It was announced that EA is going to discontinue their Origin, I guess, not streaming service, but their Origin gaming aggregate service. Basically their hosting service for their games. This is what they basically came up with as an answer to Steam, and it was basically their way to make money. So initially, when you have this kind of service, you have to buy all the you buy your game through Steam, you download it to your PC, and of course you can do like in-app purchases and stuff like that, and Steam gets most of the money, and the portion that goes to the actual developers of the game. So back in 2012, I believe, EA decided, you know what, I don't want to do that. I want to have my own service, and that way I can cut out the middleman. Of course, a lot of this was, not well received, because that's one more platform that players have to do, and it didn't come across very well. But I mean, I understand EA is a big game developer, and who doesn't want to make the majority of their money, on their own. Oh, that's new. Still kind of cool. But who doesn't want to make, the entirety of their money? No one wants to share their money and their earnings, but I mean, it lasted for a long time. I mean, 7 years. I think the problem they had is they couldn't. It's hard to maintain, and it just wasn't well adopted. There we go. At least got my one kill for the morning if I don't get anything else. So EA's Origin is no longer going to be, and I think the part that's going to hurt the most, of course, for the gamers, is that they're not going to allow you to have access to your old catalog after it's gone. Like, all those games that you purchased through EA Origin, they're going to be gone. They're not going to be available at all. I think this is going to suck at first. I think if they get enough backlash for this, I think they'll have to find some way to remedy that situation. Oh, look at that. Love that. Precision airstrike, guys. This is like the first time I've gotten to use this. Oh, how do you even use this?
Enemy counter UAV. We've lost radar. Attack those positions. We're securing Charlie.
Sorry, I'm still new to this precision airstrike stuff.
We're taking Bravo.
I'm not a big PC gamer. I'm mostly console, but when I did use the PC, I did use Steam. That was like in the early days. Call of Duty, of course. The early Call of Duty is what I was playing. But yeah, I overall don't think this is a very. I mean, I understand their decision. It sucks that's another. You know, they're having to close their doors on that, but I don't think it's good that they're going to make it hard for players to use their, you know, existing stuff. Let me know in the comments below or in the chat if you're awake with me what you think about EA shutting down the doors on Origin. That kind of leads into some other recent news. It's related to gaming, kind of. Sony announced that they're going to discontinue the PS View, their View service, which is basically like their cord cutting service, like their answer to Sling or Hulu Live or YouTube TV. I am a cord cutter, and I have Hulu Live, and I really enjoy the service. My wife uses it, I use it, my mom uses it. I recommend it to people at my job. I mean, I've enjoyed it. When Sony announced they were going to do their own cord cutting service, I really didn't not so much have faith that it was going to be a worthwhile service. I just thought, you know, y'all are just doing this to kind of get on the bandwagon per se and have your own stuff. So I just didn't see the need to go through them. I didn't think it was going to be a very reliable service overall. Like Hulu's been around for a while. They have their streaming service. They have all their content, and so I feel like this would be, you know, something really good to do. So yeah, they're no longer going to have it. It's going to be out the door next year, and it's okay. I'm not sad to see it go. I think it's been kind of diluted. We have a lot of cord cutting services. We're getting a lot of streaming services. I think that some of those are going to go away as well. They're going to be some are required. So, you know, if you're a PS View user, you know, let me know in the comments below what you think about the service no longer being available. You have a ton of options available to you to use anyway, so it's not like it's, oh my gosh, you know, woe is me, what am I going to do? There's tons of services, and all of them have been around long enough now that they have tons of content and all the channels, so you should be in safe hands no matter which way you go about it. Alright, let's see what we got. Hey, from the side, from the side.
Enemies taking Bravo.
So just as I've been playing this, I already I like the new Call of Duty. I think the only thing I'm not used to still is the maps are pretty big. My only other gripe would be is these stinking update files, man. Like, they are, like, I had one before I even got online this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've had one like every single day. Oh look, I have a friend. Oh, he's in a...
Enemy personal radar overhead. Enemy at Alpha, go! We lost Alpha.
Uh-huh.
We're taking Bravo.
People in their riot shields. What are you gonna do with them? Anyways, I've had like a sticking update every day. I mean, I'm all about, you know, patching stuff, fixing errors. But I'm just like, God. I mean, it's also been a while since I played console gaming, and maybe it's always been like that, and I think it was. It's just, I just remember it being so... Aw, man. Ran out of bullets. I didn't reload in time. What a noob thing to do. It's just been a little frustrating, but, you know, it went pretty fast this morning, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see what else is mentioned this morning. Oh, well, some good news for the Sony PS4. It is number 2 in sales. You heard me right. It is the second best selling the second best selling console of all time. It sold 102.8 million consoles so far, and it sold a considerable amount just quartered. So up until now, 102.8 million consoles have been sold. That's freaking crazy, guys. That's a lot. Now, the number one spot, it's hard to believe, is still the PS2. Ah, again from behind. Dang, I think that was a chick too. She got me. But kudos to the PS4. That's a pretty big feat. Xbox, of course, is lower down on the totem pole, but I had a Sony PlayStation, a PlayStation 2, and it is a great console. Obviously, I'm playing on it right now. I have the original PS4. I don't have the Slim or anything like that, and I've been, really happy with it.
That makes two. The advantage is ours.
I got killed. My only thing is, this holiday season, they announced the PS5 so soon. Is that going to cannibalize on their PS4 sales? I mean, I know they're not going to release this for a whole other year, so I mean, are they going to be selling a whole lot of PS4s? I know they're going to be probably at a discounted price for like Black Friday coming up and stuff like that, but we won! Yay! Now that's how you start the morning. Victory, baby, victory. So I'd be kind of curious to see, what's really going to happen. What's really going to happen with the sales? Is it going to continue to go? Is it going to have like a steady decline? I think if they go on sale, it's going to be one of those things like when you have like cars that are like old model year cars that are like heavily discounted, and then you're getting ready for the next year. Typically your sales spike because you're getting rid of a lot of the older models. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe they'll have a spike in PS4 sales, and then the PS5 will be here. I know for me personally, I'm not going to upgrade anytime soon. I'm going to be waiting for that PS5. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be waiting for the PS5, if you're going to upgrade to a newer PS4 like a special edition, or if you have that old one going to the Pro. Let me know what you think. Alright. And yes, if you can't see, I like to play obviously Team Deathmatch or Domination, and I like the bigger team battles. My friends that I play with, we do like big team, or they like to do hardcore, which I play, and I do decent. I don't know the maps well enough to game anybody, if that's what you're gonna call it. This one, the bridge. This one's an interesting map. I like the concept of the bridge. Just like, this is like sniper heaven for most gamers, I find. Let's see what else we got going on this morning. There was quite a bit of news this week. Quite a bit of releases for games, announcements for games. They announced Overwatch 2 is going to be at BlizzCon. So I'm thinking, oh, that's great with all the Hong Kong stuff. It's like May 2.0. We'll have to wait and see. But I think, RAZR announced a new gaming pad, the Junglecat. Dang. Look at me. It's gonna be for Android phones. I know there've been attempts at gaming pads in the past, and there's just some like universal ones that work on the majority of phones, certain software updates with Bluetooth. This one's going to be more specific to certain models, which I think is a better way to go about it. Ooh. Is that poopy? Poopy? Anyways. Sorry about that. Okay, now why am I... Okay, why did I get spawned in a closed room? Really? Who did that? Who did that? This is messed up. Anyways, so they're releasing it for certain phones. I think some of them include like the Note 9, like some of the Note 9, the Galaxy S10 Plus, some of those newer devices. My only question really was, you know, I was gonna hopefully include the RAZR 2 phone, but I don't remember seeing anything about like the Pixel or like the newer LG G8X. You know, some of these newer phones that I think have the, you know, graphical staying power that could probably support it. You know, stuff that you really want to, you know, game with your phone on, I guess. And on that note, I don't know, you know, I guess, I don't know if it supports all games. I'm sure it probably does. It's probably just like a general gamepad. So I think like for like Call of Duty Mobile, that would be really kind of cool. But I'm kind of curious to see, you know, how well, from behind, how well people adopt it. I feel like some of these gamepads don't support enough devices, or they don't, you know, people don't see the value in them, so they come and go, basically. And I feel like this is going to be like a premium pad. It's $99. You know, I know RAZR's all big about lights and stuff, so it's got some green lighting in it, but I don't know. If you're one of those people that uses a gamepad, you know, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. If you're going to buy one, if you're a Note 9 S10 Plus user, are you going to buy a RAZR Junglecat gamepad? Let me know in the comments below. Dang it. Low to the ground. Couldn't see you with all those dead corpses in the way.
Enemy personal radar in the air. Losing B. Enemy at the bridge. Enemy UAV overhead. We're lost Bravo.
This is gonna be a hard one, guys.
Capturing Bravo.
Jeez, every time. Every time. Every time, guys, every time. Aw, where's Deborah Wilson's voice? Some guy. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. That's my goal for the game. Not to win the domination part. I'm gonna kill that guy. Oh, that sounds so negative. We'll take him out. There. Take cover. Take cover. Dang it. See, he fooled me that time. He went on top of the bus. Well, we're definitely not going to win this round.
Enemy chopper gunner on approach. Enemies in the air.
Ah!
Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy halfway there. Step it up.
Well, this is fun. Welcome to the 4 AM gaming death, you know, deathathon, which is totally appropriate since it's Halloween. There you go. Alright. And of course, that person got tons of kills, so I'm sure we'll be having a lot more of those. I don't know where I'm going anymore. I'm just like, just don't get killed. How about that? There we go. Finally. Well, and then I die. Crapola.
Personal radar in the air. We're taking B. We control B. Reloading. shield turret deployed.
Let's see if I can just stay here and defend B. You know, sometimes you just have to know your place in the game, your role. My role is to camp. I know. Some of y'all are like, no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it silently. I'm gonna camp silently. But you're not in the game with me, so you don't understand. You don't understand what I'm going through.
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
I had like 2 kills, guys, if that. Oh. Looks like they're bombing over A. I'm gonna go over to C, because I feel like there's nobody over at C. Yeah, just my luck. I should have stayed camping, guys. Went against my instincts. There we go. Thought you was. And of course, we're gonna take Charlie. In the process, we're gonna lose B.
Overhead. Hostiles at Charlie. Go. You're needed at B.
We've lost B. We've lost all of them. And I got shot from behind. Frustrating. I wonder where Deborah Wilson's voice is. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should be, up at the top. I tweeted earlier in the week that I noticed that Deborah Wilson, if you don't know who Deborah Wilson is, she's from Mad TV. And I noticed that her voice is on there, and I think she was on other Call of Duty games, but I just wasn't expecting her to be on this one. But I was really happy to hear her voice, because I'm a Deborah Wilson fan. Here, let's see if I can see some of these lovely people.
We have the advantage. Hostiles are taking.
Damn, sucker. Ah, still got killed. I was too busy thinking that they're going to be at C, and they're actually at B. Man, that guy's going. He must have drank like a Red Bull this morning or something. He was like going. Dang, all the way right there waiting for us. It's because we're so predictable, guys. We're so predictable.
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
Not good.
Take them back.
Dang, she took me out.
Enemy UAV overhead. Friendly cluster strike inbound.
I think I'll go see her again, because I feel like she'll still be there. No bueno, guys, no bueno. Oh, at least it wasn't me. Oof. I thought it was gonna be me. See, I'm right there though. You can see you. Yeah, 4-19. Not good. Not good at all. Well, on that note, thank you for tuning into another episode of 4 AM Gaming. I hope you enjoyed watching me be successful in the first round and not successful in the next round. And I hope that you've actually learned some good stuff this morning. I hope everybody has a happy Halloween. And if you're, I don't know about Call of Duty, but there's tons of Halloween events out there. So go enjoy the day if you're going to be at home gaming, or this evening. If you're going to go out trick-or-treating, hey, some people still go trick-or-treat. That's, you know, my age. Maybe you're younger. Be safe. Check the candy. And I'll see you next time. Oh, never mind. Thought there was something there. Oh, and before I forget also, it's still early, guys. Still early. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's the MashUp. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like the video and I'll see you next time on 4AM Gaming. Bye-bye.